I pray this industry don't get the best of me. I'd rather keep my soul with the rest of me. Action figure niggas, so separately. Not Kendrick Lamar, but I think I got the recipe. They say I'm a star, I fit right inside the galaxy. Hall of Fame, see our name inside a frame in that gallery.
So what's up, guys? So too dark. That's good, right? Yeah. So basically, I just wanted to give you guys some background about who I am and what I've been through in my life and what you guys can expect from the channel, from everything. Let me fix that. I'm still getting used to this. Okay. Better? Better. So I'm Ian, obviously. There we go. When I was in high school, I was a pretty normal, average kid, pretty average student. I was bigger. It was probably 190. I was out of shape, very self-conscious of myself, very not confident in me as a person, and I struggled with that a lot in my life. So I gotta kind of dig deeper than that, I guess. When I was younger, my parents separated. I was about 9 or 10 years old, I think, when they separated, and I lived with my mom. We lived by ourselves. It was just me and her. I have one older brother, and he lives in Florida, and so my dad had him and my mom had me. And about 9th grade, my father was diagnosed with stage 3 neck and throat cancer, and that was a big impact and a big shock to me as a person and on my life. It kind of rattled me a little. And so, he started to struggle. And he struggled with food, and he struggled with everything because of the chemotherapy and in his throat and everything like that. And around the same time, I was going through some big changes in my life as well. My mom was getting married, so I was moving. I was going into a new house. I was getting 3 step siblings. My father had cancer, like I said. And, a lot of it I couldn't control. And so usually when somebody gets an eating disorder or something happens like that you try to control some aspect of your life. So I tried to control food in that aspect of my life. It starts off really simple, and it starts off kind of innocent, and you just start cutting out bad food. And probably about 10th grade or 11th grade is when I saw results, and I was happy with the results. I cut down basically all my body fat that I had previously that made me kind of chubby, and I was leaner, and I was getting attention from people, and I looked good, and I felt good, and everything was going right. And you always think like more is better, like more of, well, if I look good now, if I restrict more, if I do this more, if I exercise more, if I more. Sometimes more isn't better, and too much of a good thing is always a bad thing. Okay, sorry, it's a little windy. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, I took it to the next level. I avoided food. My father he taught me how to cook and how to, we appreciated food together, and we did things like that. So when things started to go bad with my father, I avoided that because it reminded me of him. I know that sounds kind of weird, but food and cooking and just that reminded me of him, and that hurt too. And so that's another reason why I restricted and ended up with an eating disorder. So kind of to fit in, my father was struggling. So about 10th or 11th grade and 12th grade, I was struggling all through high school. I lost like a lot of friends because of the restriction and because of the limitations that I put on myself when dealing with the eating disorder. It just doesn't affect you, it affects everyone around you, everything. You know, you limit yourself to social situations because you don't know what food you're gonna eat or what you're gonna do, or everything is very regimented when you have an eating disorder. And that's something I still feel bad about, is all the friends that I didn't grow the relationship with, or that I neglected to pay attention to because of my own selfishness and in my needs and what I was going through at the time. My freshman year of college, I went to the University of Alabama. Christmas time, I came home. I remember talking to my mom, and they kind of brought up the topic of me going inpatient in a hospital, where you stay in a hospital to get better. And I thought that was something that would better me. And I was right, so I went inpatient at University of North Carolina for 3 months, and then I did outpatient for another month. When I checked in, I was 6'1", and I was about, I think the lowest my weight was 112 pounds, which is absurd. My body and my organs and my heart and my liver, and from all the restriction, I was literally shutting down, and I probably would have died later that week if I hadn't got help. So going in there was a very positive change in my life. It's hard to agree, when something like that first happens, I was so sick, I didn't think I had anything wrong with me. To go in there and, face your problems and admit there is a problem, is big. And I encourage everybody, if you have an issue like that, is to recognize you have an issue, because that's important. I can't tell you how many doctors I saw, or psychiatrists, people I talked to, and things I did, and none of that mattered. The only thing that changed is when I said I had a problem. Nothing will change unless you decide to change it. It doesn't matter, like I said, how many doctors try to convince you or try to tell you this or try to help you. Nothing is going to change unless yourself, you as a person, and your mental state and your physical health, and you realize that you have to make a change. Nobody can make it for you. My mom, she couldn't make it for me. My dad, he couldn't make it for me. My stepfather, nobody can. Friends, you have to decide to make a change. And the minute that I decided to make a change is the minute I got better. So I spent, like I said, 3 months inpatient and then 1 month outpatient. So outpatient is like where it's like kind of like school. You go in the morning and then you're off kind of at night, and you get to kind of go home. So I was living in a hotel room at Chapel Hill, the University of North Carolina, for that time period. And after that, it took a while to get back on my feet by myself and understand nutrition and health, and to understand all that for myself. But it takes trial and error, and coming out of the hospital or coming out of that situation, you're not going to know right off the bat how to do everything, and you have to understand that. And kind of after I got released, and about a year or so after that, is when I started getting into health and fitness and lifting and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like that's my passion in life. I feel like I was meant to personally help people with eating disorders and that are struggling, or with fitness goals and health goals that is what I'm passionate about. After my time at the University of Alabama, I actually transferred up here to New York. My stepfather got a promotion in his job, so I moved up here and I went to school previously at St. John's University in New York. And since then, I've been studying business. That's what my father studied, and that's what my father's business was about and what he was into and what he loved. He loved business, he loved his job, and he loved running his own company and all that. I thought that was what I wanted to do, but it takes a while to understand what you want to do and your passion in life and your place. And I wasn't as passionate as business as I thought. I was more passionate about seeing my father passionate about business, if that makes sense. So in New York, like I said, I've been studying business, and on the side, I've been modeling. I'm signed to an agency in New York City for modeling, and kind of what I've been focusing on. And I've decided to refocus and change my, I guess you could say change my life by applying to the Ohio State University. And I will be studying nutrition, more specifically, it's called Nutrition and Industry. It's a combination of nutrition and business. So I can take some of my business credits and apply it to Ohio State. And so I will be moving probably at the beginning of August. I will be following my dream and what I want to do. And, I'm really excited. I'm really happy I'm going to Ohio State. All that I've learned from my eating disorder and recovery, my struggling with my father, and all that stuff, I really want to use that to help people, to benefit people, to better people's lives, and to show them that it is possible to recover and it is possible to, live a normal life. It's very freeing to understand your body and to know about these things. When I was in the hospital, I officially had orthorexia and anorexia. And orthorexia is a concentration on, obsession of only eating healthy foods or only having a certain amount of, I don't want to say key foods, but only limiting yourself to a certain amount of foods. Officially diagnosed with orthorexia and anorexia, as orthorexia is on the rise and is just about to be an official disease and an official problem, because it's so prevalent in our society now with the views and outlooks and social media and all that stuff. So just wanted to tell you guys what I'm doing now, me as a person, and what I want to bring to the channel. Like I said, I want to help people, and I want to show you guys kind of my life. I'll bring you guys along to Ohio when I move. I'll include the college aspect of it and how you can encompass kind of everything all in one and still stay focused on nutrition, exercise, your health, and college, and having fun and enjoying life, and the main reason behind everything. What I want to kind of bring to the channel, besides that, I look up to the people who make an impact in people's lives. That's great if you can bench 315 for reps, and I'm all for you being, literally strong and, reaching your fitness goals and all that. I look at it as, what are you doing for, what are you doing to better people's lives? People really struggle to find that, and I want to be someone who helps that. So I really look up to the people who want to help people and who do help people kind of in the fitness world with their health, and that involves mental health and physical health. So yeah, that's what I kind of want to bring. If you guys have any questions about my recovery, me, if I missed anything, I'm sorry. Way longer story than that, and that's the kind of the quick rundown of everything. And so I'm sure I'll get into more detail about my eating disorder and all that, but if you have any questions, leave them below. I'll respond, or I'll put them in a video. I'll make sure I do that. And hopefully I can throw up some pictures of me when I was sick, so you can kind of visualize what I'm talking about. It's different, me just telling you, rather than you seeing pictures of kind of my transformation and kind of my journey. So yeah, thanks for listening, and keep you guys updated. Appreciate it.